can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself.
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. Arizona Cardinals versus Nick Mullins and the San Francisco 49ers.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Here's Richie James on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Richie James on.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by a man who rewrote Brett Favre's passing records at Southern Miss. It's Nick Mullins.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 30-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Kirk now, the return man. Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the kicking team.
Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll throw from the gun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
On third down, Drake fighting down past the 45. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's taken down inside the 30. The receiving numbers for Hopkins a week ago, well up over 100. Found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
On first down, Drake. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 28-yard line.
He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On 3rd and short, Drake. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance, as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But placed on these games, look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Angelo Blackson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 6-0 our score after 1.
6. 49ers nothing.
On the return is Kirk. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
at their own.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 9. It's a gain of 34. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. On first and goal, Drake. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
It's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try to get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
There's nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. Now James returning. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
On the return, the Niners take over first and 10. At their own 20.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
On second down, Mostert hit, and he drops the ball.
Raheem Mostert, the ball carrier.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Gain of 2. Brings up second and
Here's Tevin Coleman now in his 2nd year with the Niners. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
And 5 at the 25-yard line.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
That it?
Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. After the touch. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good. Not good indeed, because you've got to have some... Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Kyler Murray sacked. Fumble on the play.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Mullins pass.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
This is taken around the 12. Fights him off. Oh, refusing to go down. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Murray now on 1st down. Going deep for Hopkins. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
Mike Nugent on for the field.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Niners nothing.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Their own 26-yard line.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, Guy.
And got his man complete.
They're not even trying to do anything.
Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
And that stretches the lead to 27. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become 2 for nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
Recovered by the offense.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? is for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Rashard Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Well, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And taken right at the 35. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Larry Fitzgerald. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals add on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Nugent on now for the extra point. Grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. Here's James.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Jet sweep. Here's Fitzgerald. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
And goal at the 6-yard line.
Murray to give. This is Drake.
And bulldozing through multiple tackles. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point coming now for Nugent. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And the exclamation mark at the end was Kenyon Drake's touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners, they eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting defensive guys? Plays like that really hurt.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And our focus now moves on to Larry Fitzgerald. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll make it third down.
Covered by Richard Sherman.
Murray going to throw. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Mullins and the Niners now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He fakes the give here and looks to throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Brandon Ayuk. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And now off to the races down the right side. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. Nugent on now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Kendrick Bourne. 3 and out.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far.
In good formation for the 49ers.
This is taken at the 23. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Drake. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Stop made by Fred Warner, who was the Niners' leading tackler during their run to the Super Bowl last year.
Going deep for Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 49 yards. And the Cards continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off for this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Nugent hits the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
49ers 7.
After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
28-yard line.
Check, 59, 59. Hey, watch the flag, watch the flag.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Rashard Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite.
And it's fielded at the 34. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And some space here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 35. You talk about catching a defense off guard. They were not expecting jet sweep at all there.
Well, he was 10 yards downfield before the defense even knew what hit him. So a really good play call against a defense that was set up.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Extra point coming now for Nugent. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On 1st down, Drake. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handling.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Touchdown.
They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Niners set to take over on offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because...
And a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point. But being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
3rd and 3.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That'll bring up 4th down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups.
And 1.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Arizona, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they hit double digits.